Hey everybody, it was a night without sleep and many thoughts about the subject of feminism and everything that's going on in our sick and deprived society. And one of the many answers that rise from all the others is, well, if I'm a believer in God and I'm a religious person, Jewish, I really need and my sole desire is to provide, protect, and bear children with the wife that I will hope to God and pray will love for the rest of my life and have great sex and all the goodies. Now let's descend to reality. One of the reasons that I come to I don't know, it's like the sky is open and but call a daughter with a voice descend from the sky like an angel and said to me, "Don't do it." And I asked why. And God replied, "Not worth it. It never has been worth it." The only reason for a man, according to the Torah, is the only reason to get married is to stand in the trial because it will be constant, it will be 24/7, 365 days, including the Shabbat. You will need to surrender yourself to the Almighty, and that is the one true error of every man, Jewish or not, religious or not, that he elevate his wife to a pedestal of not only God but the Almighty One. And essentially he work and enslaved himself um, to the marriage in order to be a saint, because God is saint, God is holy, God is all good, and in order to climb to that degree, you need to stand in trial and error and test. And the reason that I say that I am a true believer in God, that thank God to the Most High, I was never stupid enough and never wealthy enough and never being a success object desired enough to do the most idiotic, stupid thing that a man is allowing himself to be sacrificed on the altar of love that doesn't really truly exist, because the one person, the one spouse that truly love in a relationship is the one who sacrifices, and 100, not gazillion percent from the time, no matter what the outcome, no matter what the reason, no matter if you are right or if you are wrong, if you forfeit and surrender or fight back, no matter if you say something or just let the storm roll over you, you can never satisfy a creature that only devour and live by lust. And the Torah said, the lust, the honor, and the envy will tarnish the man from the world. Tell me if there is a single solitary woman today in 2022, a spit away from 2023, in the modern area that is acceptable, kind, polite, let the man speak, listen to the man, follow his lead, not because her, her job as a woman is less important than the man. That's a misconception in the modern era. When men, well, there is some kind of monsters, and don't worry, God will judge them and execute them in due time. But most of the men want love, companionship, want understanding, and simply put it, want peace and quiet. The modern woman is consumed by the spiritual cancer that the modern area, that the thought process of the modern area, that she's empowered and strong and don't need no man. Well, it's easy to say when you are incentivized by the government and all the laws across the universe in all the countries around the world to bear none of the responsibility. You don't really, I didn't hear about any single solitary case that if you put a crime that a man commit and a woman commit, and it's the same level, the same degree, that a man is just get a slap on the wrist and move on, and one who attacked him goes without any judgment, and he, he, people bear him gifts and praise him. Oh, you're such brave, you're a victim. Oh, that man is so vile. And let me ask all the women today, who is the true rapist? Who is the true pedophile? How many cases have we heard as a society that a teacher who is 45 raped a man in the he was like about 15, 13, and did she get anything? Did someone said something to her? How many teenagers did a woman molested, murdered, battered, emotionally raped, spiritual raped, financially raped? How many godly and honest and truthful and loving and caring men have we lost to a selfish, entitled, demanding, arrogant, combative, non-agreeable on all counts, no matter what you say, to a woman, and that is the modern woman. She wants the responsibility of a child, the advantage of a woman, and all the praise and all the cash, spiritual or none, of a man. She wants to dethrone you from your rightful place as the ruler. It was never about love. It's about a subtle, it's about uh, below the surface, special forces, tactic to manipulate you and emotionally uh, to a certain degree that it is always rising and rising as the years go by, to manipulate you and rape you and essentially assassinate you, to agree with everything she is saying, with every uh, thinking process, with every feeling, with every behavior, to emasculate you, to reduce you to a puppet. And she is the puppet master. And eventually you will come to a realization after 10 years of marriage, God forbid, and about 10 years of long-term relationship, God forbid, and hookup culture, that you know by now that a woman, regardless if she had fun or not, the only way to salvage, to solve the problem and retain the honor that she dumped to the toilet, she will say, after a great night out, great sex, with full consent between adults, regardless if there was alcohol or not, she will rise in the morning, give you a kiss, said she had a great time, and straight to the police station. And you will spend the night in jail. Your reputation will be tarnished. Your whole existence will be wiped from the face of the earth. And she can today, by law, and with she will incentivize herself by law, because God knows that society loves the victim, and that's all they truly have. She can draw consent and raped you uh, until eventually you will kill yourself. Now tell me if I'm wrong. Can I speak to a woman today? Can I say her good morning? I can't, with a subtle word, I can make love to her. I can kiss her. I need to read her mind. Bad date or not bad date, she will assassinate me emotionally and with I don't know, a manipulation tactic that only a woman acquired from childhood. Eventually, we are suffering, man, from a hostile takeover over every property under the sun that belongs truly to the Most High, and He gave us the power because we are the influencer And the woman, by nature, in the spiritual truth, is the giver. Now, where are the uh, feminine, kind, submissive, respectful, agreeable woman? I tell you, rot in hell and in the grave. There is none. She's only allowing you to fuck her until she gets her way. You only a means to an end. Don't ever forget it. The beauty today, what are you attracted to? A plastic doll? From top to bottom, it's all surgery. And who gave them the lie? Who pummeled that truth down their throat? Man? I will dare to say that it is woman's fault, and the one who are depressed and was deprived from any rights. If ever was any deprived of any rights, we already correct them. And the true feminist will say, and the true man of truth, man of integrity, man of honor will say, the only equality is equality of outcome. We already got this. Women can only blame themselves. They can allow to study and do whatever they want. They just don't do it. And what in the end is the outcome? They blame us. We are the true prize. Don't ever forget it. Dump them to the toilet and to the street. They are all whores. Peace from Israel. Stay safe. Peace, quiet, and freedom. There isn't any goddamn woman in the world, and there isn't pussy enough wet to make me succumb to their need. Peace out.